He's a chief officer, best-selling author, impactful speaker and educator, a leadership and team-building specialist dedicated to developing highly effective leaders and teams. Here's Frank Viscuso.
Your job is to make good decisions. That's our job. We have to get good at making good decisions. And in New Jersey, we go through the academy and it's real structured and you do a lot of training and it's a great education, and then you go to your organization, and if you don't have a strong culture within your organization of training, unused skills fade quickly. So there's a lot of complacency within the fire service as a whole. I've heard one person refer to it as a coma of complacency, to where people get comfortable in doing less rather than more. And this is something we need to change. See, self-education is important for almost every profession out there. People go to conferences, people buy books, people educate themselves to become better in their field. Why do we think in the fire service that we should only get as good as the training we get right within our own house, within our own walls? This is something that needs to change. And sometimes, by the way, I do feel like I'm preaching to the choir, because you're here on your own time. So you're here to be educated, and I respect you for that. But this is a message we need to get beyond this room. And we need to start talking to people about educating yourself. 4 best ways to learn that I've found for our industry anyway: books and videos, seminars, on-the-job training and drills, real-world incidents. Books and videos, why? I once heard somebody say, oh, everybody talks about reading books. You can't throw a book and put out a fire. Yeah, I get that, but you could put out a fire with the knowledge in the book, especially if the knowledge is coming from someone like Vincent Dunn or Anthony Avillo or Mike Turpak or some of the tremendous fire service instructors we have out there. When somebody's giving you 30 years of their life in 300 pages, there's something valuable there. So what are you reading? Seminars. Not just because of what you'll learn from the speaker, but what you're going to learn from each other. Associate with each other. Everybody here should meet people that they don't know. Exchange some cars, exchange some numbers. Training officers. How many training officers do we have in the room? Raise your hand high. Seriously, high. You should all know each other if you don't, because we happen to be in a profession where we share information, and that's valuable. On-the-job training and drills for reasons we just talked about. People don't want to see you show up at a fire and conduct a drill then. We show up at a fire, we need to look like we've been there before, and we get that through training. And real-world incidents. Now, real-world incidents, that's a tough place to get an education. That's why I have an asterisk next to it, because we can turn that into a post-incident analysis, which we will talk about today, how to conduct a formal and informal PIA, or after-action review, and try to figure out what we did right, what we did wrong, what we could do better, and leave that meeting better than when we came in. Public expects us to be a master of all trades, so the goal needs to be to learn something new every day.